I give up, guys. I'm not defending Tatum anymore. At this point, Tatum showed us who he is. He's an Isuzu trooper pretending to be a Ferrari. So let's talk about it. So I was looking at the NBA viewership, and it's been going down for the past few years. And I saw some report that suggested that it went down as much as 20% compared to last year. And it kind of recovered a little bit at the end of the season. And I think Luka going to the Lakers is responsible for the little increase in viewership that we saw at the end of the year. Because when Luka left the Mavs at 25 years old to join the Lakers, it's something we have never seen before. It created a buzz that the league didn't have before. Did the Mavs make a mistake letting Luka go? Is Nico gonna get fired? Is Luka gonna finally win a ring with LeBron? How are they gonna look? So it created a drama and the storylines. So I agree with Kendrick Perkins when he said that Luka and the Lakers saved the season. I think they kind of did, and that's why I believe we saw the little increase in the playoff. People want to see what Luka and the Lakers are going to do. But I don't agree with how the NBA is trying to fix the problem. Instead of trying to attack the problem head on, they want to make changes, all these gimmicky changes, putting bandages around the problem, but they're not really fixing the problem. The first reason why the NBA is less attractive is because of three-point shot. Players are just shooting too many threes. We saw the Celtics versus New York in game one. The Celtics shot 73s. That's just too much. It's getting out of control. We watch the NBA because they got the best athletes. They can jump the highest, they can run the fastest. If they're out there just shooting threes, then this athleticism goes away. And mind you, the Celtics got some of the best athletes in the league. Jaylen Brown is one of the best athletes. Tatum is one of the best athletes. But they're out there shooting threes at their staff. That's not attractive. Another reason, so instead of NBA fixing that, they're like, oh, we're going to bring back the players' introduction. See, while the players' introduction is a good thing because it gets you excited before the game, it doesn't fix the problem. It's like when you're in a relationship and you got a girlfriend who's cheating on you, your solution is to go around finding every guy that she talks to, fighting them and telling them to stop talking to your girlfriend. But in reality, your girlfriend is just a thought and she's going to keep thoughting. That doesn't fix the problem. And that's what the NBA is trying to do. There's no interest in the All-Star. Players don't want to play as hard. Players don't try because they don't want to risk injuries. So you know what the NBA does? Oh, we're going to invite a mid-rapper like Jello because he's got the hype now. We're going to invite him to come perform. Well, first of all, Jello's not a good rapper. And second of all, that doesn't fix the problem again. What's next? You're going to bring Angel Reeves to the three-point contest so we can all tune in and watch your airball? It's pathetic. There's too many games during the season. 81 games, there's no urgency. So players don't feel the need to play hard every game. Players want to save their bodies. The easiest solution, just decrease the amount of games. Quite honestly, there's just a lot of games in the NBA. A lot of teams play a lot of back-to-back games. Back-to-back games shouldn't exist in the NBA anymore because a lot of time when teams are playing that back-to-back game, a lot of time they lose because they're just tired. That's not a good product. We want to see players at their top shape. So the back-to-back games need to go away. Decrease the amount of games and the urgency will go up. You want to fix the three-point shot? Extend the three-point line. I mean, the players' range has increased anyways. A lot of players are shooting from the logo now. If you extend the three-point line, it decreases the value of the three-point line because now it's harder to make the three-point shot because it's further. And so the value of it goes down, people's percentages are going to go down. And so now the three-point shot is not going to be as attractive as it is now. So you fix the three-point line, but the NBA don't want to make the change. You want to fix the amount of games people not playing hard. Well, you decrease the games. You decrease the games, you raise the urgency. Another reason why the NBA, people aren't watching the NBA as much is because there's no storylines. See, the NBA is different from the NFL. The NFL sells itself. Every American loves football. Stars or no stars, people are going to tune in to watch football. So it doesn't need a special person to carry him. The NBA has always worked on storylines. Is Magic better than Larry Bird? Is Michael Jordan the best player that we've ever seen? Is LeBron going to catch up to Michael? Is Stephen Curry the best shooter we've ever seen? Is Stephen Curry going to win more championships than LeBron? See, those are the storylines that has carried the NBA for years. And now, all the faces that have carried the NBA for the past 10 or 15 years or so, they're fading. They're getting old. Durant's gone. Carmelo retired. LeBron is on his last leg. And Stephen Curry's on his last leg. So now there's no storylines. And this idea that international players are going to carry the league is just not going to happen. Part of the reason why it's not going to happen is because Americans are the ones who watch basketball the most. Why? Because of time issues. See, a lot of people follow basketball around the world, but it's the Americans who will tune in to watch it every night. Because I'm from Africa. I grew up in Congo. When the games are being played in the US at 7 p.m. or 8 p.m., it's 3 a.m. in Congo. I can't watch every game. So when games are being played in America, even if I live in Africa, even if I love the game, I can't watch the games. I can't watch a lot of games. I can't tune in because I gotta sleep. Another part of the world that loves basketball is Europe. Well, it's the same issue. They're sleeping while the games are being played. While the games are being played in America, people in Asia are at school or at work because it's daytime for them. So there's a time conflict. So the South Americans aren't watching soccer. Aren't watching basketball. They're watching soccer. So the people who tune in to watch basketball are Americans. And this idea that it's going to be international players who carry the league is just not going to happen. And another reason why international players can't carry the league is because you need a personal connection. See, American players have a personal connection with fans because we see them grow up. We saw LeBron grow up. We saw LeBron go from the second highest ranked high school player to the first. We saw the rivalry between LeBron and Carmelo Anthony in high school. We saw them grow up. We saw them go to college, or LeBron went straight to the NBA. We engage in these debates. Is LeBron going to be better than Carmelo Anthony? Is Carmelo Anthony the best college player you've ever seen? See, that's the connection that we have. We saw Stephen Curry cook in the NCAA. And so we all debated on, is that going to carry over to the league? A lot of people said it wasn't because he's too slow, because he's too short, because he's physically weak. And so there's a personal connection when these guys come to the NBA. Guys like Luka and Wemby, we don't know them. We don't have a personal connection. I'm from Congo. He's Congolese. I know a lot about France. I don't even know where he's from. I don't know what city he's from. I don't know how he grew up. I don't know what high school he went to. These two French players who got drafted this year, I didn't know them. And so there's no personal connection. And what makes it even worse is the fact that a lot of these guys are well raised, so they come to the league, no baby mamas, no trouble with the law, and so they're not making the news a lot. And so that's a problem. And you look at the past 5 MVPs, a lot of them are foreigners. Jokic, Embiid, now SGA. It's a problem for the NBA. So this idea that the international stars are going to carry the NBA is just not going to happen. And so the NBA got a problem. And so instead of trying to fix it, they're putting in these gimmicky changes. While these gimmicky changes aren't going to change the problem. The NBA needs to be carried by an American star. Now, who is the American star that's going to do that? Well, that's the question. So now the question becomes, who is that American star who's going to lead the NBA? Who is that American star who's going to be the face of the league? That's the problem the NBA has right now, is that there isn't any. The obvious answer is Ant-Man, and they're pushing for Ant-Man. But the problem with that is Ant-Man got the skills of a leopard, he got the heart of a lion, he got the brains of a jellyfish. And jellyfish don't got brains. In the 5 year span, this man got about 4 baby mamas, became a deadbeat dad, and he's out there talking shit to fans, telling them that his penis is bigger than theirs. It's pathetic. To be a star is more than just your game. You gotta carry yourself in a certain way. You gotta talk in a certain way. He doesn't seem to be smart enough to beat that guy. So now the second option of an American who can become the face of the league is Tatum. Tatum is more skillful than Ant-Man. The problem is Tatum, he's not an alpha. We saw him tonight. Tatum got the potential to be Will Smith, but in reality, he's really Carlton. He went 5 for 19 tonight in a game that they needed to win. It's quite pathetic. And if you watch him tonight, you understood why he got treated like Bronny in the Olympics. You understand why he averaged more high five than minutes. When you count on him the most, he folds. In the biggest games, he folds. See, when he's playing against the Indiana Pacers, when he's playing against the Orlando Magic, he looks like Kobe and Paul Pierce put together at 6'10". He's driving, dishing, shooting threes. Now he was playing against a team that can fight back a little bit, that can punch back a little bit. And he folded really bad. Mind you, he's playing on a team where he's surrounded by shooters. Derek White, Porzingis, Jaylen Brown. They got the 6th man of the year, if I'm not mistaken. So he's surrounded by shooters. So he has more room to operate than most stars like Jokic. Because when Jokic has got the ball, they can help off of Westbrook. They can help off of Braun. They can clock the paint for him. The problem is, the good thing about the Celtics is you can't do that. Just because they got a lot of shooters and he's struggling to score. It's quite sad. And quite honestly, the Knicks are a mid-team. They're not a very good team. They shouldn't even have made it to the second round. The only reason why they made it to the second round is because the ref missed that call on Beasley when he got fouled at the end of the game. If they make that call, the Knicks probably don't make it to the second round. They don't got a bench. They got 5 starters who are playing 40 minutes and plus. The only bench they got is the big guy and the guard who can't really do much, who don't really do anything. I mean, he can play defense, but he don't bring nothing offensively. Their best player is a 6'2" guard who's gifted offensively, but defensively he's a big liability. And then you got Cal who can't really defend either. And that's the second best player. And offensively, he wants to play bully ball. He's not really that skillful. He's more of a bully ball dude. And when he gets to a game where he's playing against somebody who's just as big as him and can move as well as him, he struggles. So it's not like they're playing against a crazy force that's really hard to guard. And they lost game 1. And I get it. It's game 1. You just won the championship. So you taking games off. You destroy the Magics. And quite honestly, nobody could beat you during the season. So I understand why you would take some opponents lightly. And so I understand why you could possibly lose game 1 against the Knicks. But game 2, a game that you need to win the most, and you struggle, 5 for 19, and you're just making bad decisions at the end of the games. Tatum showed us who he is. He got the potential to be Will Smith, but he's just Carlton. And I've learned to I've learned to take people for what they show you. If somebody shows you who he is, believe them. He got disrespected in the Olympics. They didn't play him a lot. Derek White got more minutes than him. So you would think, as I say, don't poke the bear. So you would think he will come in this year motivated and ready to kill, but that's just not who he is. He's not clutch. He's not a big time player. He got all the skills in the world. He got he skills wise is a Ferrari. Heart wise is a Mini Cooper. He ain't got no heart. He's not a killer. And so now the NBA are stuck on who is that American star that can lead the league. What the NBA needs is this white boy named Cooper Flag. That's who the NBA needs. See, I'm a believer in data. I believe that you should gather data about the past, and that should help you make decisions about your future. And data shows me that white boys in the NBA have a 90% flop rate. I'm sorry, white Americans in the NBA have a 90% flop rate. When I'm looking at those data, I look at Cooper Flag. I was like, yep, there goes another flop. So I was preparing for him. I was preparing to have a take on him. And so when the NCAA tournament came around, I was really focused. I really watched a lot of the game from the beginning to the end. I really had to find the material to justify why he was going to be a flop. And I was very convinced it was going to be a flop. So when he was dominating during the season, I'm like, it's the ACC. The ACC was kind of weak. So I didn't really believe in it. So when the NCAA tournament was going to start, I was thinking to myself, yeah, this is where he's going to show us why he's going to be a flop. So the first round came, he was killing. Second round came, he's killing. Sweet 16 came, he's killing. So I'm a little worried. I'm like, okay, some now, right? Surely in Sweet 16, surely in the Elite 8, he's going to struggle. The man killed. So when they got to the Final Four, I'm like, okay, yeah, there's no way a 17-year-old who's supposed to be in high school right now, there's no way a kid who's supposed to be going to prom is going to kill against this grown-ass man in the Final Four. He was a bucket. Look, the kid is good. I get that white boys are flops in the NBA, but I'm sorry, the kid is just good. To be 17 years old, kidding against grown men, that's amazing. Cooper Flag is a more athletic version of Jokic. That's who Cooper Flag is. He's Tatum and Jokic put together. The man can do everything. And that's what's great about when you have a guy that can do a lot of things well, that's good because that means they're never gonna have bad games. Because when they're not scoring, they're gonna contribute in other ways. When he's not scoring, he's blocking shots. And he's really hard to score on because he's long and athletic. He can pass well. He can shoot well. He can handle the ball well. He got vision. He's not a Kobe type of guy, a guy who's gonna force shots. That's not who he is. And that's good because in today's basketball, the three-point shot is very valuable. It's when you got a guy that can really pass the ball, it's a big advantage. And Cooper Flag can do that. If Cooper Flag comes in the NBA and pans out and he is who we think he's going to be, bingo, that's what the NBA needs because if Cooper Flag plays, if Cooper Flag is who we think he is, you got all the racist people in America who are going to come out and support him. The KKK are going to come out and buy his jerseys. The same way Kenny Clark became a star. So now You got the hype of Cooper Flag, the next white guy to be the next Larry Bird. And so now you got all the racist part of America watching basketball, and now they're gonna pin a black athlete against Cooper Flag. Who is better? It's gonna be a Larry Bird, Magic Johnson contest again. It sucks, but I'm here to see it. I like drama. Drama gives me more things to talk about. Cooper Flag, I think Cooper Flag is going to be the perfect guy to be the face of the league. The NBA has been looking for a white player for a long time. People were telling me Reed Shepard was going to be the guy. Reed Shepard is going to be the Stephen Curry. I thought it was nonsense. Reed Shepard was coming into a situation where the team is stacked. They're defense first, shoot second. Reed Shepard is 6'2", small, can't guard nobody. The shooting's going to take some time. So I knew he wasn't going to be who people thought he was going to be. He couldn't even come off the bench. But I think Cooper Flag is a hell of a player, and I think it's going to be exciting. I'm here for it. I think Cooper Flag is the perfect face of the league player that the NBA need.
This has been The Guru. Unapologetic and unfiltered opinions on the hottest sports stories. Breaking everything down from basketball and football to soccer and the UFC. And might we add, your host is always right. Just ask him. We hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But in the meantime, hook up with us on TikTok and Instagram. He's gonna stop talking for now. See you next time on The Guru.